hope everything goes well. Today on h12p, I'm going to do some shock maintenance because I was driving today in a crawler park and my shocks were leaking oil, and now, yeah, they're all out of oil almost. So this video is going to be how to fill up your shocks again, clean them, and make sure you have no air bubbles inside of them. So let's go. First we're going to take the cap off. First the bottom, sorry. To take the spring off, to take the tension off the spring, or else your oil will go everywhere. That's your first step. Bottom side, spring, and then you have your oil, your shock. Okay, after that you're going to twist off the top, and then you will see the inside of your shock. It has a little plastic bearing inside of it to get the oil inside, but the plastic bearing is not on the place where it should be, so that's why it's leaking oil. Okay, let's put it here. In one moment I will pick up something. Okay, now up to the next step. You always pour out the old oil because, yeah, the oil is not good. It's been air, there's dust inside, so it doesn't work. So what you do, you flip it over, and as you can see, there's a little bit of oil coming out. It's not much, and it's black, so it's not good anymore. While you do this, keep your shock on the opposite side, and then the oil will go out. In the meanwhile, you can clean everything you have from your shock. So when you're done, you can clean up, you can put a clean shock on your car again. So let's see if the rubber sealing is okay. Put it against the light so you can see what's happening. Yeah, it's okay, no holes, nothing worn. So let's go, cleaning up the rest. So now, after a while, maybe say 5 minutes, this time I'm going to do it in a shorter time because all the oil was already almost gone. So we're going to clean the outer side of the shock. And let's start filling it again. The bottom side is tightened. Also check this bottom side of your shock. The black thing here, there's also an O-ring inside. If it's not tightened enough, the oil is going to leak out also. And always remember, when you fill your shocks, don't overfill them. And this time I'm going to use the silicone shock oil 800 CS or else 50 V2. It's not a stick, it's a nice thin shock oil, so you will have a smooth suspension again. Okay. Always fill it up until you can see the oil, and then slowly push the needle of your shock to the bottom, from the bottom to the top. Then you will see that air will come out. That's very important, so you don't get any air bubbles in your shock, so it will automatically, suspension will be 100%. Also, mostly important, fill it up. I always fill them up until say 3-4 millimeters from the top. Then you have a little bit of air inside. Always put your shock aside to leave it there, to the air will come out and the oil will sink. So I'm only going to do one shock today. The rest is the same. I'm not going to bore you with an hour of footage for shock maintenance. Keep in mind the next movie, the next film will be in a few days. We're gonna do the maintenance to the drive shaft. There's a squeak in my drive shaft, so I think during the crawling a little bit of sand or dust is gonna go inside, and then the problem is it's gonna rub. And the longer as you wait, the more wearage you will get on your drive shaft. At the end you have to replace your drive shaft. Waste of money. Keep your crawler in perfect shape and you can crawl as long as you want. And if something breaks, okay, it's old age or bad luck. You buy something on AliExpress, perfect. Okay, meanwhile, we're gonna do the shock. Let's see. You push it to the top. You can see the oil is almost on the top. You put it in. And then when you do this, don't forget, put your cap on. And always put it, you take it out, you push it a little bit in. Then you put your rubber cap on it. It's actually your sealant. Very important. And the most important is this one, the top side. When you put it on, always watch out that the rubber sealing is going to stay in place. Because when you twist it on and the sealing won't stay in place, then you get the same problem where you started with. So now it won't go on, so one moment please. Sometimes you need a little bit of patience, but that's the hobby. Okay, you put it in. Watch out you don't damage your rubber sealing. Sometimes it's easier said than done. I left a little bit of oil inside so the sealing can go inside smoothly, they say. But in this case, a little bit of persuasion, a little bit of patience, and your seal will go inside where it should be. These are the standard shocks from MGX. MGX makes good shocks, but I prefer Injora. In the future there's going to be Injora inside, because I prefer them a little bit more than the standard ones MGX makes. But that's my taste. I'm sure there are people who say, okay, no, they're perfect. Yeah, they are good. I agree. But Injora, yeah, makes me feel more comfortable when driving. It's a feeling. Okay, let's take the shock. You twist the top on. Tighten it good, please, because it will prevent leakage again. Spring fastener, you can go to the bottom. Okay, the rubber doesn't want to stay in. So, when you don't succeed at once, do it again. Don't give up. At the end, there's always one winner, and that's you. always clean your shock before you put them all together again. Sorry for that. You see it has a little bit of tension. It's more than enough. Then you put your spring on again. First twist it to the top. Keeps the tension on your spring. You can adjust it, of course. Then put your spring on. Put the bottom plate on again. Okay, and look, nice and smooth again. That's what we want to see. Shock is nice and dry. And I'm not going to bore you to put it on again, because everybody in the RC world knows 2 bolts and your shock is mounted again. Okay, now for my first video, I like to thank everyone who's gonna start watching it. I hope. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.